Hi everyone, I'm Jodi. Welcome to my channel and welcome to my living room. With Amazon Prime Days coming up on July 11th at 3 a.m. Eastern Standard Time all the way through July 12th, I wanted to bring you a fun video sharing with you some of the items that I will have in my cart for Amazon Prime Days. Amazon Prime Days can feel a little bit frantic, but I wanted to help mystify it and let you know really what it is and the best way to shop this sale. Because Amazon Prime Days is coinciding with Nordstrom Anniversary Sale, it can feel like you're missing out on a lot of great deals and there's a rush. And the way the Amazon Prime Days are set up, throughout certain times within those 2 days, July 11th and July 12th, there will be new deals every 30 minutes. Now again, those 30-minute deals will happen in a certain time frame. That time frame has not been released yet. Now, in order to shop the Amazon Prime Days sale, you have to be a Prime member. If you're not a Prime member, then this is a really good time to become a Prime member where you can get a 30-day free trial, and I'll leave links down below. In the US, an Amazon Prime membership is $14.99 a month or $139 a year. They also have special memberships for students. So if you have a college student or know a college student that's heading off to school and they want to have their own Prime membership, they can get it for under $8 a month, and they have a 6-month free membership available. I'll link that down below as well. So over the next few days, I suspect that you will be bombarded with Amazon Prime deals suggested from some of your favorite influencers. And I would encourage you to take in as much as you can, but don't feel like you've got to jump into the frenzy of all of it, because I'm going to share with you some of what I think are the best deals and give you some insights as to how I shop this sale. So if you're ready to go shopping with me, put these items in your cart and then hit go on July 11th, then let's get started. All right, so as I mentioned, you guys, this sale does not start until July 11th at 3 a.m. Eastern. And I suspect you don't want to be up that early adding these items to your cart. So you can just go through and put these items in your cart. And on July 11th, just hit the order button and your items will be on their way. So let's talk about the way I like to shop this sale. There's two different categories that I think about when it comes to the Amazon Prime Day sale. I like to buy things that I use a lot and often, and even though the savings of purchasing them during the Amazon Prime Day sale isn't significant, because I go through a lot of them, every little bit counts. Case in point is my Real Techniques sponges. I love these sponges because of this flat side. I don't know what it is about putting on my concealer with this, but I think it makes a big difference. And then of course I like the roundness of it to go through and do the rest of my foundation. I go through these a lot. You can clean them. I'm not a big fan of that, but I also don't like to put a bunch of these in the landfill if I can help it. So I do reuse them a few times, but then there comes a time when I'm ready for some new ones. The other way I like to shop this sale is if I have more expensive items that I only need once, maybe every 5 or 6 years, but I want to save as much money as I can, so I like to get those during this sale. Now, when it comes to clothing on Amazon, I do like to purchase my clothes from Amazon. In fact, one of my favorite recent purchases is this cute t-shirt. I love hearts, and I love this color, and even more, I love the quality of this shirt, so I have ordered 3 more in different colors. Another item that I love to purchase during this sale are these workout pants or yoga pants, whatever you want to call them. I like the mid-length one. Now, I don't wear yoga pants a lot, but if I'm going on a hike and it's more cold, if I'm doing yard work outside, or in the wintertime when I come home and it's evening, I just want to get comfortable. I just can't get myself to wear frumpy looking pajamas, then I will throw on these. And I really like the quality of these because they're good for inside or outside. And speaking of outside, they are husband tested. No, my husband didn't wear these, but he did help me through quality control to ensure that they are not see-through. If you have ever wore some more expensive yoga pants that have a very similar logo, then you know what I'm talking about. And it's just not a good look if they're see-through. So I will link these down below. If you're looking for a good quality yoga pant that is not see-through under extreme stretching, these have fit the bill for me. One of my most recent purchases from Amazon that I have loved is this Simply Modern tumbler. Now, this is not that expensive tumbler that we have seen all over social media. And when I first started seeing those, I'm like, well, I don't need a tumbler, and I certainly don't need a tumbler that's $75, which is what that expensive tumbler is going for on Amazon this morning, the day that I'm filming this. But once I started thinking about all the ways I would use it and the family members that I would want to give this to for Christmas, I thought that's a no-brainer. It's 40 ounces. It has great colors. One of the things I can appreciate about this is it fits in cup holders. It comes with 2 straws, and this seal around where the straw goes is rubber. So you can see how tight that is gripped, and this lid fits nice and tight. So you can see it is spill proof, and I like to be environmentally conscious whenever I can, so I try to not drink out of a lot of plastic bottles. This has helped me be more aware of my goals to be more climate conscious, of not going through as many plastic water bottles, as well as I know I want to drink 2 of these a day, so this really does help keep my water intake on point. I'm going to order one of these for my bonus daughter who's going to be a freshman in college this year, and I want to make sure that she stays hydrated. So when we get her settled into the dorms this fall, there will be one in there for her and for her new roommate. This sale is also a great time to pick up on hair care items, which is what I usually spend a lot of time shopping for. One is Kerastase. You know, Kerastase is a more expensive hair care item. It's what I use as shampoo for my hair. It's the conditioner. It's the products that I use. This is their elixir, and it is an oil, and I love to put this on my ends after I have styled my hair, just to lay down any frizzies that are still there, to give my hair a nice smooth finish and a little bit of extra shine. And I found that newly sprouted gray hair are coarse, and they tend to want to like curly Q off to the right or to the left. And when you're wearing your hair straight, that can be problematic. So I like to add a little bit of that oil and lay down just any of those newly birthed gray weeds that are springing up all over my head. Sticking with hair, Dream Coat by Wow is a must-have for me, and where I use this is after I have put on my styling products, hair still wet, I spray this everywhere. It's also a heat protectant, and then I comb it through my hair, and then I blow dry my hair. What this helps your hair do is stay in the style that you have created through your blow drying process, and if you curl it. If you air dry your hair, it still helps to keep that shape for longer times. If I was to let my hair dry naturally, the back of my hair looks like I had a bad perm. The sides of my hair look kind of wavy, but not enough to leave it and wear it that way. So when I spray it with this and then I round brush it and I get it to pull straight, this helps keep my hair in that straight formation for longer. So if you're someone like me that likes to shampoo every 3rd day, maybe 4th if you can get away with it, unless it's super hot like it is now, then this really helps to hold your style in place. This is one of those products that I don't ever want to be without because it works that good. When it comes to styling tools, GHD is my go-to brand for my flat irons, my curling irons, my 2-in-1 that I recently did a demo on you guys where it's a hair dryer and it's a flat iron. Love that. GHD, which stands for Good Hair Day, which is clever, has some of the best products. In fact, their styling tools are so good that when I was traveling back and forth to Europe a lot in my last job, I actually purchased the blow dryer and the flat iron with the UK adapter on the end. They're in storage because I'm not traveling that much anymore, and this is the US one. But if you've ever traveled overseas and you had the adapter that did not match the right voltage and you tried to make it work, what happens is you end up frying, like literally exerting so much energy through your flat iron or your blow dryer or your curling iron, and within 30 seconds it's fried, done, never to be used again. And if you have more expensive styling tools, that's a really expensive mistake, not to mention that you are now in a foreign country and your hair is either not dried and you can't dry it because you just blew up the blow dryer, or it's dry and you can't style it because you just melted your styling tools, which happened to me one time. I was in Venice, Italy, getting ready for a big corporate meeting, and I had just dried my hair, went to put in my curling iron. I had the wrong adapter, and my curling iron just instantly, like I saw it heat up really fast, and then it just stopped working. I was so embarrassed that I grabbed a scrunchie that I had in my bag and just pulled my hair way back in a really tight ponytail. I mean, I was in Venice. I thought, well, that looks very chic, doesn't it? Pulled it way back in a ponytail and just put on some little different earrings so that I try to make it look like I meant to do that. It was a small group, so it's not like once I got to this meeting, I could sort of hide way back in the back. When we first walked in, the CEO was right there shaking everyone's hands. I was so embarrassed. Point of my story is that's how much I love these products that I bought them with the right adapter so I don't risk losing them. This is their flat iron. It's the Platinum Plus. It has the 1-inch flat iron barrel and it heats to 365 degrees. One of the other reasons I love this is because of how rounded the edges are, so you can get a nice curl. Now I don't have it plugged in. If you're flat ironing with this, you can twist it and then you can get out a nice curl that has smooth edges all the way around. Again, it's not heated, so it's not gonna work, but I just wanna show you how easy and what a nice round size curl you can get with this flat iron. The Amazon Prime Days is a good time to pick that up, as well as the GHD dryer. If you find this one, I would highly recommend you get this on sale. I love it because of how thin this nozzle is. You can really get at the edge of your hair and not on your hair. You never want to put direct heat on your hair as you're going through, especially with a round brush. And this is so narrow that it just allows you to go right at the very top of your hair, allowing you to blow down those stray ends. It's not too heavy, and it has a cool button right here so you can instantly do a cool blast to help, again, extend the style that you've achieved. And then on the back, you've just got a higher power button and a higher heat button. So really simple, a very good blow dryer. Yesterday when I was doing my hair with this, I actually timed it just to see how long it takes. It took 12 minutes for me to do a complete blowout with this dryer, and my hair is pretty long. If you can get this during Prime Days, that's even better. The one item that I have for you that is not GHD, because I have not seen that they make one, is this triple barrel curling iron. I've shared this one with you guys a few times and talked about it in a couple different videos and did a whole tutorial on it. This has been one of those good finds that I wasn't sure I was gonna love it, but I love using this because I love the way my hair looks when I'm done and the next day. The first day it's got a nice bouncy curl to it, but then after sleeping on my hair, the next day it just looks a little bit softer and more relaxed. Then on day 3, I can even pull it up in a bun or a ponytail. So I have loved this. Down below in the description box where I link this triple barrel, I'll also link the video tutorial that I did just so that you have an ease of how to use it. It's not difficult. You just want to make sure that you line up these edges in the right place when you go to start at the top, because that's the part that's most visible. And other than that, it's pretty easy. And whether you have long hair or short hair, when you're curling that much hair at a time, your hair's done pretty quick, and you have a lot of different ways to work that style. Another product that I would recommend getting from Amazon is this stand. I use this all the time. If somebody calls me and they're on FaceTime, or my mother-in-law who's on Facebook Portal, or if I have a Zoom call and I'm not gonna be in an office, this stand sits nicely on a desk. It holds different sizes of cell phones. You can tilt it, you can make it straight, you can tilt it back. It has a pivoting head right back here. It also has an adjustable height, so you could go higher if you need to. You can bring it even lower if you need to. This makes it everything hands-free. I set this in the windowsill of the kitchen more often than probably anywhere else because it can be there. The person I'm talking to can kind of see me working around the kitchen while we're still having a conversation. But if I've got to make sure I'm not burning dinner, then that's where this thing comes in super handy. So whether you have an elderly parent that uses a cell phone that you like to FaceTime and just check in and see how they're doing, and they're not really sure how to hold the phone, this takes all the guesswork out of it and makes this hands-free for them, which probably makes it a lot more enjoyable. The final product to share with you guys that I would really recommend getting during this sale is this steamer by Pure Steam. I think I've highlighted this one maybe before, but I use this every single day. I don't like to iron the old-fashioned way. I don't want to have to think about where the iron is, where's the ironing board, pull it out, none of that. I like my clothes to be wrinkle-free. I like my bedspreads to be wrinkle-free. I like curtains if I buy new curtains. I don't like those to have wrinkles on them, but I also don't enjoy pulling out the ironing board. So maybe I'm a little lazy in that regard. I just think there's an easier, faster way of having wrinkle-free clothes and wrinkle-free everything else. And I've gone through a few steamers before I landed with this one and have not needed to replace it. Typically, if I buy a steamer, it does steam a little bit, but it doesn't really get the wrinkles all the way out. It just sort of relaxes the wrinkle. I want the wrinkle gone, and that's why this one is still in the house and not chucked out in the garbage with the other ones. It comes on rollers, so it's very easy to roll around the floor. You fill this back dispenser with water, and even when it's full of water, you can see how light it actually is. There's 4 settings across the top, so you can adjust the amount of steam that comes out. It takes about 45 seconds to get a really nice steam, and this is on the lowest setting. And lastly, I like to use this sale for my sunscreen, which is the La Roche-Posay. As you guys know, I love that one, but it does cost $45, as well as the Nisha M BB cream. You guys, if you have not seen that review, I was so impressed with this BB cream because it comes out a medium coverage, but you can shear it out for those days that you want a lighter coverage, and you can build it for days that you want heavy coverage. And in a Friday face-off where we tested it up against Shiseido, at the 9-hour mark, that BB cream was absolutely beautiful. I gave mine to my sister when she was here visiting last week, so I just put one in my cart to replace the one I gave her. This sale can be a great opportunity to save a lot of money. For me, it's a challenge to not get caught up in the frenziness of it all and end up purchasing things that I don't need just because it's a good deal. So in order to avoid that, I just like to put what I want in my cart ahead of the sale and then hit order the day of the sale and try not to get too caught up in all of the buzz around the sale because I end up buying stuff I don't need. I'd love to hear from you. What items do you guys like to purchase during the Amazon Prime Day sale? So leave me some comments down below of what you use this sale for. That does it for me, you guys. I hope you enjoy shopping. More importantly, I hope you save some money and get some items that maybe you had your eye on but just were waiting for the right opportunity to save a little bit of your hard-earned cash. I will see you guys again real soon. Have a good rest of your day. Bye-bye.